Well, everyone, it's about time. I think it's time I finally got around to reviewing a combined team of... Oh, wait, hang on, I've left these in the way. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. Wrong figures. Sorry. What I was actually looking at was Heavy Tread, Runway, and Wind Shear. A little bit of cobweb or hair or something. Yay. Now, these are from the Generations Thrilling 30s line. And they're just random thing that apparently was maybe on like a couple of panels or a random IDW page, because apparently that's figure worthy these days. But they can't give us half the figures that we actually want. But you know, that's fine. Well done. You know, it's all good. Don't worry. And here we have 3 minicons who combine into a robot called, very loosely called, Centuritron, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard, but you know, that's fine. And I actually had to track these down online a while ago, and I was like, oh hey, you know, that's interesting, combining minicons, awesome, let's get that. I still haven't decided how I feel about these guys. I mean, they're kinda cool. Should we have a look at them? Yes, right. Heavy Tread. He's a tank with... Let's have a look, see. That written on the side. What does that mean? I don't know. But he's a tank. A tank, and he's got a little minicon symbol. It's a lie. He's got that written on the side. That's neat. And yeah, he's a little tank. And the turret doesn't turn. And the barrel doesn't go up and down, and it's got a little minicon power link support thing on top. It's about your lot, really. Runway. If I had to have a favourite, this would be it. It's almost G2 in the styling. You know the guys who had the little bombs and stuff? They're actually the guns. I can't remember what they're called. Can't for the life of me remember what they were called. They were awesome though, and they were probably roughly this size, maybe a smidge bigger. And he's kind of cool. Again, nothing happens. Little pop guns on. Well, definitely not the arms, honest. There's no reward for guessing how these guys transform into their robot modes. The intricacy comes in a little bit later. And he's fine. He's quite neat. And Wind Shear. Well, yes, Wind Shear. These are floppy. Yeah, that's just for more obvious purpose. Hang on, let's get all of them. Really? She decided to take a nosedive. I've just had to dig her out from behind the back of some stuff. I said her! Oh no! Because the high heels didn't give it away, did they? Oh no! Look, a Fembot. I forgot to do my Fembot appreciation video. It's fine. She's a neat enough little helicopter, apart from the obvious robot bits just sort of hanging off the back, and, you know, robot face underneath, but it's fine. And the oversized Gatling gun hanging out the front. But I let them off, because it's a Gatling gun, and Gatling guns are cool. Now, I just want to point something out. This is a minicon team. That's a minicon. This is probably the closest to the size, but this is still quite big. That's a minicon. These are not minicons. Just putting that out there for everyone. I mean, this minicon can power links. Should be able to power links with this not minicon. Thank you, Doc. They're not minicons. Other size comparison. There's Road Trap. They're not far off his size. They're a bit smaller, I'm not going to lie. They are smaller, but, I mean, like, there's not a lot in it. There's not a lot in it, really. So, Transformazione. Do it in the same order we did before. Heavy tread first. Although he's trying to transform now. Stay. Stay. Okay. So first things first, we're going to get these... dear, lost breath. These side panels and fold them down. Yay! And get this side panel and fold it down. Yay! And can we open up the treads now? They're not getting in the way of the barrel? No. Okay, so we'll open these up. Yay! Then we're going to split this barrel. This piece, apart from this like cross shape, frankly. This around the underneath is one arm, and around that side is another arm. Yay! So you need to sort of get one loose and get the other loose. And there's the robot mode. Yay! Now you can take this off, and he just looks like that. Let's zoom. Yeah, I am one of the three faces of Blitzwing. Yeah. Anyway, he's kind of neat. I can't knock him so much. He's all right. He's got a little bit of limited leg articulation. Arms are on ball joints there, so they go full, all the way around. Just about if you sort of wiggle them around the kibble, and they'll go, yeah. I don't know why. And the cannon, there's not much you can do with it other than just stick it back where it was, which is in the hand there. And there you go, he's carrying his gun. That's about it. Runway! Anyway, let's keep adjusting the zoom. Yay! Runway is, again, probably my favourite. And he looks fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to wriggle this bit off. This has got a massive peg hole there that goes onto that peg. Pull this down for a minute. And the fact is, he can still be a jet without it. He's still got jet thrusters. Ooh. Doesn't look as good, but he can still do it. So that's okay. Now for transforming, we stand him up. Let's just adjust the zoom to this specific side depth, shall we? There we go. Stand him up, we unpeg the arms, which don't peg on very well, but they do peg on. Extend the legs. There we go. Fold over the nose cone and make sure that these little nubbins sticking out here. See those two little sticking out? Yeah, there we go. Those two. Make sure they go into that little hole under the cockpit. Under the nose, sorry. There you go. That just holds everything in place. And then you just splay out the foot bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Just like that kind of thing. And there he is. And he is lovely. I mean, I love the head sculpt. It's this sort of... You know that guy who's like in his early 20s and goes to parties and stands in the back looking at everyone else getting drunk like they're idiots while, reading a book? He kind of looks cool, but he's probably not the person you want to be friends with. That's what I'm saying. Or the serious one in every what's called shonen cartoon you've ever seen in your life. The TN or the Piccolo. But he's got knee, he's got a ball joint that, in and out, forward, back, fine, great. Little bit in the toe, if you really want to, and ball joint arms. And that's your lot. And these ball joints aren't super, super strong, so be careful of that. In fact, if you can see that white there, that's stress. There shouldn't be that much stress on these, but fine, alright, that's worrying. And you can get this thing, and using the peg on the inside, you can just stick it on his arm. And now he's got giant turbo booster cannons. Again, that's about your lot. Wind shear. Wind shear. So I'm going to take the Gatling gun off. Oh no! We're going to untab the arms. They just about tab on there for now. Just untab the arm. Straighten out the legs. Oh wait, sorry, you gotta... Right, I'll show you on this side. There's this tab here that goes onto the inside of the leg, so you've got to push them out to the side and then straighten up and round. Fold up the tail rotor fin thing. then fold over the cockpit bit. And this cockpit bit will want to jump off. I think I've taken it off, put super glue and stuff on, put it back on. It will want to jump off. It just will. And that's in place, and that's Windshear. She is a bit lackluster. She's very feminine proportions, very thin, very you know, wide hips, narrow legs, you know, high heels, rounded heart-shaped face that hasn't got fantastic paint on it, but you know, fine. And you can stick the Gatling gun on her arm. You know, she's got a Gatling gun, which is awesome because Gatling guns. That's about it, and she's by far the smallest of the three. So let's just transform this one so you've got an idea of the scale. I got this one second hand, that's why it's filthy. So if you notice how dirty it is, like round the neck, eesh. That's a Minicon. That's a Minicon. These are not. This is Battle Slash. You know what I mean? They're not. Where are we? That's Skullgrin. Skullgrin's closer to a Minicon. You know what I mean? The Pretender shell is closer to a Minicon. Fine. Fine. And then they transform and combine. Don't know why I said transform, I meant combine. So we'll take the weapons off. And we'll prepare them for transformation. And for this guy, we'll do official way first, and then we'll do my version later. So you basically fold the arms forward like the tank mode, turn around, and split him. Now, yes, this is actually splitting the entire crotch and groin area. Hooray! That's not awkward, is it? I may or may not have added that spot of red paint, by the way. Can't remember. That's him. You then get this guy, turn him upside down, fold the cockpit section down, make sure the arms are out of the way for now. Then there's this awkward apparatus here in the middle, all this gubbins. So what you want to do is pull this out to the side, both of them, and they'll come up. They will come up, there you go. What you want to do is get this silver pin here into there, and on the back of this bit here, there's a little tab that goes into that slot there. It's not very easy, and it doesn't hold amazingly well, but we'll attempt it. That goes in there, and the tab just sort of sits around that area. Okay, do the same on this side. Bring it round, shove that in there, bring it round, tab in place. I say tab in place. The tab is in place, but it doesn't tab in place. Then just sort of shove the arms in there and bring that back up. Bring the arms down. Well, the legs that are now arms down. Fold this panel up. That one back flush. That one up. This one's already pushed itself flush. And that's him. And we might as well combine him now by shoving his head into the crotch. And this bit goes behind the head into that gap there. There you go. Okay, let's just bring this up a little bit. So what we're doing is we're mostly transforming it back into... Are we? No, we're not. So we're going to bring the cockpit up, fold up her legs like this, just sort of leave them there-ish for now. Straighten the rotors out together. Bring this whole piece back, make sure the nose cone is down. I put it up when I shouldn't have done, so make sure that's up. Push basically where the Minicon symbol bit is to bring that down. Bring the cockpit back up. Bring this back down. It should go behind the head, so have I not got it far enough? Yes, there we go. There we go. And a lot of her stuff is then tidy up once you've got it in place, which is fun. So the giant peg where this attached goes into her waist, The nose cone goes into this little hole here behind the minigun port, or the minigun connectory bit where that went, and then you sort of tidy up afterwards. So put that. Everything kind of gets in the way, doesn't it? I just have to do this bit now. Don't know. Right, okay, we'll just straighten the legs out for now so they're not in the way. And then this tab hole that used to go onto this bit here for the jet helicopter mode, that used to go on there. You want it on that higher up one. So bring it up and put it onto there. I haven't done this for a while, you may have noticed. Onto there. Just out of the way for now. Fine, great, everything's done, great, done. So peg that in. Yeah, now they're sort of out of the way enough, I think. Right, okay. So let's have that on. That goes into there when it's in properly. Why is that not going in properly? The hands, right. These hands are just sort of meant to go sort of in the way somewhere here to kind of fill up space, but they just get in the way of everything. So, and the cockpit's popped off. Dear me. In place. That's already. Okay, let's try and do this again. Talk amongst yourselves until I get this sorted. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You won't hurt my feelings. I can't hear you. This is in the past. Woo! Line that up. Shut that. Goes in there. These are supposed to be somewhere. I had a specific spot where they used to go and they didn't get in the way of anything, and now they're getting in the way of everything. Let's try and worry about that in a bit. Right, so that goes in there. And then these. What you can do, if you're sneaky, is you can just pop them off, shove them in there, pop them back on. Shh, no, ever no. Pop them off, shove them in, pop them back on the ball joint. It's fine, no one knew. It's a secret. Shh. Bring the arm down, right, turn it around. This back wheel on the helicopter blade, which I didn't even bother pointing out because frankly, who cares? That goes into that slot there, so you need to rotate that down and it pegs into there. Great. And then I find it's best just to fold the legs up and sort of hide them there. There you go. And that is Centuritron. And I've seen worse. It's not terrible, you know. It's got ball joint, swivel, nothing in the waist. Is that in properly? Ball joint, and it should have knee, but the arms are in the way. Now, this is the official way, the way they want you to do it. What I do is I rotate the arms so they're up that way. Because then, you know, up out the way. They're not getting in the way of anything, you know, because you're not going to have his legs bending backwards, are you, so much? Then they can still bend forward, and you get knee joint now. Personal preference, you don't have to do that, that's fine. Okay, and then we get all this rubbish, where you're supposed to combine it, and the way you're supposed to combine it is by doing this, and then putting that on top. And that's his gun. Yay, doesn't that look awesome? You know how I feel about modular weapons. But he's alright. He's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but he's alright, or she's alright, or it's alright, I don't know. I'm sorry, Centuritron, I didn't want to assume your gender. I'm really sorry. It's alright. That was Battle Slash. So now it's a deluxe, basically. Have I got deluxe handy? Yes, I have. It's Twinferno. It's quite a small deluxe then, because Twinferno ain't great. Ain't huge. Sorry, Freudian slip. It's alright. I wouldn't spend a lot of money to get it unless you were really in love with the individual robots. The combined mode is an absolute mess. I mean, I've seen worse, don't get me wrong, but you can still see his face sticking out the back. I mean, come on, guys. Someone wasn't trying this day. Did they let the interns design this one? That's what I'm wondering. I don't dislike it, and as soon as the camera's off, I'm going to feel really bad about all the stuff I'm saying. But you know what I mean? It's like, come on, guys, really? I don't know. You can split the guns up. You can do other stuff with them. You know. Well, that's not going to peg in there, is it? Hang on. Oh yeah, we'll just try it that way. There you go. You can do other stuff with them. They're all 5mm ports. You can even... Where's he gone? Because this is a certain type of mini-con, so you can even get this. Fold those up. Rotate that one around. Put the legs back in. You can get this. Plug it onto there. And have another mini-con in the mix with 6 barrels. That might even have been his name, I'm not sure. Pew 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 pew! Just be wary of the amount of weight, because those feet aren't actually that good. They aren't actually as stable as you'd like to think. They're not bad. The hip joints are really good. The knee joints are quite good. It's just the feet themselves and the amount of weight at the top here. He's not as stable as you might like. And the more you mess with these shoulders, the more you're basically risking snapping all this complicated little apparatus and stuff in there, including the extra weight. So just be careful. So yeah, there you go, that's an extra video. I probably won't do one tonight or tomorrow morning because I'm in work till 8:30 tonight, won't get home till 9, back in work at 7, won't get home till tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow afternoon or the day after I should really pack, because I haven't yet. Still, I should be no, I can't even do my thing. I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. See ya, suckers!